stars, you'll find that you're not far from them. And if you follow your heart, if we look to the stars, you'll find.
Happy birthday, Professor Griff, from the legendary Public Enemy group in hip-hop, man.
Oh, he's 64?
Salute. Happy birthday, Professor Griff. August 1st, Leo season. Let's get it, man. Salute to Professor Griff, man. Him helping Public Enemy with all the information for all those songs, Fight the Power. I think he was, the Ministry of Information, Professor Griff. Legendary, man. And then when he left Public Enemy and his activist work, salute, Professor Griff. And that Nick Cannon interview is fire and epic, yo. But yeah, Professor Griff, man. Salute, man. Happy birthday, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Follow me, man. They said Chuck D and Professor Griff got the same birthday, August 1st. Salute to that, man. From the same group, man. Same era. Copy that, fact.
Things to think about, well, then it's got to do a lot of guessing. But if you tell it exactly and give it like so much detail, it'll answer those questions in ways that no human being has ever been able to. This is why we can see things today being generated that we have never been able to even conceive of, because we're taking the body and the wealth of human thought and passing it to these models, and they're then taking it with real-time data now. Remember, not too long ago, we wasn't searching the internet. We was trained on data of yesterday. LLMs today is searching real-time data. I mean, I'm working on a thing that'll allow an API to just reach in and grab a block of content from some app like this, because there's apps like this who got like exposed APIs and shit like that. We looking for some ways we can, work on us some new models. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of money's in that space too. Sorry if I'm rambling.
No, I think that is cool because, go ahead.
I was about to ask him, what happened when NASA started using IBM in 1962?
I don't want to front and tell you I know exactly where you're going with that, because I don't. What happened when NASA started using IBM?
It was one of the fastest computer.
Oh, CJ, thank God.
Yeah, NASA was using humans to compute the science to send people to the space and blah 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 until they got IBM. IBM obviously is the computer system that they were using. And guess who they needed to run a computer system?
Black women.
Humans.
Oh, you talking about Ada Lovelace and all those girls over there? You talking about those guys, right?
So again, we're going through the same thing. Same exact thing.
Yeah. So today, if you don't notice here, right? There's a funny little, dirty little secret happening in the space of LLMs. This is for all the black people in existence, right? There is a black model coming. We just don't know who's going to make it. Because right now, a lot of the models are kind of like, well, they Silicon Valley built and over there in Asian built biased. Meaning, they say the thought is the cause of it all. The only thing you can conceive of and think about is the only thing you can create. So your mind is your limitation. If you grow up in an isolated environment where you only see certain type of people, when you go to do anything, present a product to the world, or you try to go to market with, you try to run a campaign or something, you want to, amass a lot of people, build a community or stuff like that, you can only build one based on your perception of reality. So if you only see a world where there's only people like you and I, you know what I mean, then we might not have no working understanding of people in, like, say, Botswana, because we're over here in America. Same thing for somebody like saying in, Inland Asia, and they work in a cubicle and all they do is write code. Working on LLMs like DeepSeek, they can't really tell you, okay, like say you say, prompt me a picture of a beautiful woman. Because a lot of those models are like trained of a lot of white girls and, you know, Asian girls and shit like that, you'll be hard pressed to get one to spit out a picture of a black girl. Now, I prophesized this shit when GPT .08 was out. This was before any of y'all heard about it, because I'm a nerd, and I've been a nerd since I was a kid. But understand that I saw this becoming a problem then. How are these models gonna not have racism baked into them? Now, you know there's always that one dude who trying to see racism in everything, and then it's probably, you know, hyperbole and exaggerated, right? But this isn't. I'm telling you, go to any one of those image generators and say, give me a picture of a beautiful woman. Do you know you would need to generate a lot of pictures before a black girl pops up? And that is inherently because the data sets that they're trained on is so many pictures of white girls and Asian girls and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is a bias thing, right? There will come a time where someone's going to need specific data about black people because they may be targeting them for a campaign or something like that. Maybe we're trying to sell a product in the hood, and we need a very, very specific data set that tells us we know that this is about how 40 to 60% of these people will react if we push this product in their community. Those data sets are going to be valuable because, remember, everybody in the market holds some type of value. There's going to be data sets specific for every type of person because eventually this is the world we're gonna go to. Google and Amazon's not going to be paying people to outsource for marketing and shit like that. They're going to pay for a good model, a model that's going to do all of the search research for them real quick. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the world we live in. That's the world we are slowly approaching. You're not going to find all of these intermediaries anymore. You're not going to see big conglomerate tech companies anymore because you don't need you don't need 1 million programmers anymore. You know what I mean? You need to really, really have really smart people at the head of a corporation.
So say,
those are the companies that are going to make money.
So say, I got a question. Like, what exactly? Like, are you building like a app similar to like Clubhouse, or like what specifically are you building?
To put it simple, Clubhouse, Pokemon Go, and a new crypto. That's what I'm building. One thing though.
So
that's
basically, a social media app that has crypto and has Pokemon and also Clubhouse, right?
No Pokemon. Get up and go collect the tokens.
Oh, okay. But okay, I get what you're trying to say. Like those like games that in the past where you walk around and you just grab stuff.
There you go.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's cool. All right.
And remember, Teddy.
Good luck.
Look, and remember, Teddy. Today, you know that would have took somebody, or shit, last year that would have took, well, not last year, but a year and a half ago, that would have took somebody 50 developers, you know, $1 million budget to even get a beta. You know what I mean? I'll be ready for a beta in probably in a week. You know what I mean? Me and like 18 different LLM models working at the same time. I'll have a beta ready probably in a week. The crypto's done. The underlying infrastructure, the protocol's done. I built a protocol on my own, Teddy, by myself with LLMs. That would have never happened 2 years ago. Do you know how hard it is to build APIs? Do you know how hard, like, because mind you, like, I'm like the dude who, they say, like, you know, the has-been programmer, because I never really wanted to, like, pursue that career for real, because I was in the streets, but I was always interested in it, so I'm always following up on tech. Like, the changes in the marketplace today, it's like it created a new frontier. Anybody who know how computers work will probably be presenting a SaaS product within 30 days, and they'll probably be a millionaire within a year. That's how they democratize labor with the LLMs that they present to the world today. Because remember, these type of data sets, back in the day, you had to have a big corporation and a license to even use it. Llama is free to the public. DeepSeek R1, this model fucking smashed through a model GPT-3 or something like that. Like, they spent like, I don't know, like a few $1 million to create that model. And then R1 DeepSeek, they come through, they do that shit in like, for like 20% of the budget. So like, do you see how like nothing really stays the same forever? You got very, very powerful models that can do very, very powerful things. It's kind of like a better way, you know, since I'm talking to my people, here, think like this. You got like 30 niggas that go to the library and do research for you.
But say, a lot of people have told me I'm very negative, right? When people share their ideas on stage, especially on Clubhouse, right? Because I'm usually a negative person. So I don't know. I feel like personally for what you are doing, I think it'll be better in the beginning to kind of like help build something with a company, and then like...
No, that's not necessary. Teddy, remember, that would be the case if I needed to go get funded in the Valley. If I needed a VC to come fund me. No, remember, the crypt boom showed us that all you needed to do was create something that people wanted. I don't need VC capital no more. I need a good idea that works, that make people want to fuck with it. The people will bring the money to you. That's what all those meme coins showed us, remember? People wanted to believe in some of those projects. They just sucked. You see what I'm saying? We don't need no fun. I don't need no money. Listen, this is 2025. We don't need to sell our best ideas to people who's coming to exploit us. I know how the industry works, bro. I done watched Social Network like 30 times. I know how that industry get down. When you gotta say what?
Don't mind Darius.
Oh, that's Darius.
Nah, I mean, it's a good idea, you know. I mean, I have built a dating app in the past. I'm not gonna lie. I had almost 250 people, and then it got weird, and I backed out. You know what I'm saying? So I get the concept of what you're working on. It's just, I don't know. It's a very competitive space. You know.
No, listen. There is secret sauce, Teddy. Check this. There is secret sauce. I'm not gonna speak on that right now because I don't have a beta out, and I pushed to a private repo, no public repo. So I want to make sure I leave some room for me to sue somebody in case they steal my idea. So I do got secret sauce. I just tell you that because I mean that is what it is. The gist of it is, yeah, you know, Clubhouse, Pokemon Go, and